Hello there, and welcome to Step 4, Your Road to Going Solo, an introduction to squeeze page conceptualization and development. So, what is a squeeze page? You may have heard this term before. It's nothing that complicated, actually. All right, think about it this way. Have you ever been to a website where you sign up for a newsletter, perhaps on the web page of theirs? Maybe a course. What's the biggest thing they wanted from you? They wanted your email, your name, perhaps a secondary way for them to get in contact with you through social media, perhaps WhatsApp, WeChat, Line, Facebook Messenger, Facebook. Maybe they needed your name on Facebook as well. All right. Well, a squeeze page is just that. You're trying to squeeze some pertinent information from the website visitor, okay? And you don't want to ask for too much, but you want the most important bits and bytes of information so you can follow up with the individual. Also, squeeze pages can be designed in such a way where you ask for the sale. So somebody buying from you may be the biggest thing you want from them at that time. That's what you're asking for on the squeeze page, right? And that's what you get. Anyways, that's all a squeeze page is, right? It's a lot of the time like a mini sales letter. It's as long as it needs to be, and it's designed to basically get you some important information from your website visitor. And a squeeze page can be on your website. It can be on a website that you don't own, such as a teaching platform where you have your profile page, and on that page there's a booking calendar. And the biggest thing you want from people is that book demo, okay? And you're trying to squeeze out their name, their email, get the booking, squeeze page. Let's look into this a little bit further here. Why is a squeeze page important? Well, it's important because you need to be able to follow up with the person who's interested in your service or product, right? And you want to follow up in the most effective manner possible. So normally you're trying to capture their email and their name, and a secondary way of getting in contact with the person, perhaps through Messenger or Line, WeChat, WhatsApp. But it's so important, and if you go for the sale too quick, like instead of just going for the email and the first name, having them opt in to a mailing list of your own, but you go for that sale too soon, then you may just get nothing. They'll log off your website because you didn't get the timing right. Order is really important. And if you have an online English teaching company, if you're building one, if you do coaching, well, normally it's best to go for the trial first, whether you're you're asking people to prepay for a trial or it's complimentary, but you're holding, of course, value to it. You want to make sure that people can see the value. But yeah, when it comes to squeeze pages, they're extremely important because it gets you in the door with people and it allows you to follow up with people who are interested in what you have to offer. But don't ask for too much. Don't ask for their contact information such as, address, phone number, if you don't need that. The more hoops you ask people to jump through, the more the odds increase that they're not going to bother opting into your mailing list. They're not going to give you the most important information that you require. You're not going to be able to squeeze it out of them because you're just asking for too much, too many required fields. So really just go for the most important information you need from people in order to follow up effectively and efficiently. It's so important to have a squeeze page in place. Don't go for the sale too quick. Okay, so yes, squeeze pages are really important, but it must be done right. This squeeze page of yours coming up is actually a sales letter. Don't ask people to do too much. Don't put a whole bunch of links at the top. One outcome, one email, one name, perhaps a secondary way of getting in touch with people, and you're off to the races. What do all effective squeeze pages have in common? This is a great question. All right, we want to know what the common denominators are of a successful squeeze page. This is my squeeze page for Kid Can Talk English, and I'm speaking directly to the parents of younger English learners, okay, who are Asian. Now, I've placed a media carousel here. It works well for what I'm doing. Normally when I coach teachers, I just have them create the script and then the video that promotes their service, only one, and it will go at the top. And then the booking calendar can easily go to the side so people don't have to scroll down, right, when they're on desktop, when they're on mobile to book their demo class. But this works well for me. But yes, generally at the top of the squeeze page, you want a promotional video, a very compelling promotional video. You want the booking calendar, because what is it that you want people to do? They most likely come from your social media and they already know about you. They've seen one of your intriguing posts. Now they're learning more about the benefits, the features of your service, and you want them to book a demo class, okay? That's the outcome you are gunning for. So it just makes sense to have it right here at the top, right next to the promotional video. You can have it on the left or the right. I think 9 times out of 10 it's more effective to have the promotional video on the very left top and then have the booking calendar to the right of it, okay? Remember, on mobile device, it'll be positioned below the video, I believe. Now, I also target the Chinese, and I've elected to put the videos on YouTube. And then, of course, they're beamed into my website. So you can download the videos within a China-friendly cloud here. If you only have one video, you have so much disk space allowed, when it comes to your hosting of your website. So I would just put the video on your website, don't have it go through YouTube. Then everybody in the mainland of China, if you target the mainland of China, of course, can view it. I use a cloud here. People can download it. A call to action, tell people what it is you want them to do. Tell them what's in their best interest to do, and that is to book the demo class. I let them know the time zone, okay, so they're booking in this time zone. And of course, there's the available days and time slots that are available for my English teaching business, right? Now I'm asking for their name, their email, a confirmation of the day and time, a secondary way, a third way of getting in contact with them besides email, and then they can go on to book. Now, I also want to express a sense of urgency, all right? So this complimentary demo class that I offer, and you don't have to offer one for free. You can ask for a small payment for that time of yours, of your contractors who may be doing the demo class, but we want people to know that this is not going to be available for free for so long, right? And you also want to link value to it, all right? And that should shine in your promotional video. So it's not worthless junk here, all right? This is a very exclusive service that you offer, and normally lessons go for this much. They may not know the price at this time, and that's fine, of course, but hey, spaces are limited. The value, $40 normally for this demo lesson, right? A lot of the time when you're offering a free demo, it's not good if people can't see the value. But if they know the value and they understand this is also your way of getting people in the door, they're going to respect you that much more. So yeah, spaces are limited. Don't open up too many time slots. If they see that there's so many time slots available, you don't look as hard to get. You don't look as popular. You want to appear popular. It's really important This should shine in your sales letter, okay, or your squeeze page, whatever you want to call it. Right, so I say it's going to expire soon. I have some 5-star testimonials. This is a testimonial carousel, so they just kind of go by. It's pretty effective. You can also include pictures of the parents or pictures of the students. You got your social media buttons, your QR codes, links, very important, user agreement, privacy policy, your copyright information, your unique selling proposition, company slogan, a little disclaimer here I've added. And, you know, that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, there's different types of squeeze pages, different formats. You can have, for instance, highlights below, right? Some choice images, maybe a merged testimonial video of students, highlighting the main points, right, inside your promotional video, the key things you want people to remember. It shouldn't be overly long, though, for a teaching, coaching service, and there are lots of ways that you could put it together. However, the most important aspects of a squeeze page that allows its conversion to grow high enough should be included in yours, and I've hit on the main things here today. How do I know if my squeeze page will convert well enough? Well, the best thing to do really is to get a little coaching, use a squeeze page template that is formatted the right way. For instance, you can have a squeeze page template created for you where there's this slot for the video, a slot for the calendar. For instance, you can have another area where you can put in images, where you can insert text, a good text module, professional footer at the bottom. But then you need to create the content, and it needs to be very compelling. So right off the bat, like that's what I do for my clients. I already have an effective squeeze page template, and all we do is we, work in their company colors and their company logo, so it has a nice overlapping effect. When you see the logo in the background, and then of course, it just scrolls down. For instance, this is one of my clients right here, Teacher Nash. Let's give it a minute here. And this is her squeeze page, so it's a little different than mine, but you see we have the calendar right here, we have the promotional video, call to action, right, a little bit about her there. We have, right, some information, highlights that we want people to remember, powerful images, merged video, footer. So, yeah. You don't know that it's going to convert well enough, though, until you have members of your target market actually going to it, right? Like, let's say if you have 100 members of your target market go through from social media, pay-per-click, whatever, to this squeeze page of yours. Well, if you're converting, say, 5%, like if 5 out of every 100 are booking a demo with your company, you're doing quite well. Put it that way. Yeah, that's, what is that? That's a 5% conversion. You can get up to like 30% conversions if you have a spectacular squeeze page. But if you're not even converting 1%, if not 1 out of 100 people on your squeeze page are booking a demo, which is the main thing you want them to do, then you need to make changes to it. You need to add a promotional video, improve your promotional video, perhaps make one little change such as to the headline here, and then see if that improves results, if your conversion grows after. If it doesn't, maybe go back to the old headline and try a different change. And then if that works well and your conversion improves, then you can keep that change and try to make another change. So yeah, you have to basically experiment, right? Like, get off on the right foot and just have a very professional squeeze page template put into your website, make that the front page, and then take your time and create a rocking promotional sales script for your, your promotional video. Create a great script and do the video. Make sure it's done really well because it'll last a lifetime. It's worth going through the short, period of pain just to get it done really well. And just really take your time to do an awesome job, because once it's done, and then it's there going to be working for you as a salesperson for your company when you're in bed at night sleeping. What is the winning mindset of the teacherpreneur in this regard, and what have they done? Well, here's another client of mine, teacher Nicole, and this is her squeeze page. Now she has a few links here because of course she has another area of her website where her regular students go because they're registered users, and she has a back end that they can take advantage of, and it allows her this additional revenue stream. But once again, we have the important QR codes here because some people really like talking through social media. And, Line is the most popular one in their country, and they happen to use that most of the time. Some people WeChat. But this is what Nicole has done. And, of course, it started off a little different, and then it became this. And she's tested because real people have entered her squeeze page, and they are members of her target market because she's attracting the right people. And she's tested, she's optimized, and this is what she has now come to, where they can book a demo, and it's $12 for the demo. They can request a book, right? That's the main objective that she is going for, is that book demo, and they must pay $12 for that. She introduces her teaching team, okay? So it's not just her here. So when you do have contractors, you can act as the spokesperson. However, it might not be you who's doing the demo. It might be somebody on your team. So it's important to let them know early. It's not just you here. Don't get their hopes up too high that they're going to have you doing the demo in the regular classes. It may be one of your teachers. And you all follow the same system of teaching. So that's cool. And it's important for them to realize this. You need to teach the visitor what you're all about. You need to make them excited enough so they actually want to book a demo, whether it's paid or free, and then they go on from there. But this is the squeeze page that she has come up with. After some time, you can see there's lots of chances for them to book. Once again, there, right? They can get a little deeper inside the company, learning more about Teacher Cole, learning more about her teachers. There's a helpful video here, gets them more excited about the classes, another opportunity to book. Don't just think they're going to be scrolling up on their mobile or desktop, to find that request a book button again. When they're down on this part of the page, make it easy for them to book. All right, make things as easy as possible for your visitors because people are lazy and they get frustrated easily. Okay, so this is what she has done, and it's incredible. She's doing so well now. She has 7 contractors. I don't even think she does any demos now. I'm pretty sure Nicole is full up with her own students. It's her teachers that do the demos. And it works really well for her. And as you can see at the bottom, there's a footer, and all that information is there. And yeah, I'm just so proud of her, and this is what she's done in terms of her squeeze page. And remember, the most important thing, it doesn't really matter what you're selling. There's just common denominators that work for squeeze pages, and it's important for yours to include all of the best things that work well that can take your squeeze page from converting at 0.01% to perhaps even 25-30%. Okay, really what's important are the people who are entering your squeeze page, right? We want everyone to consist of your target market member. Okay, we only want members of your target market coming into your squeeze page. And then it's the quality of your content. How compelling is it? How irresistible is it? That's what makes people want to book. And you need a way to follow up as well. So, you can always include a pop-up or some notification, right? A way of getting them into a mailing list. So if they don't book the demo at that time, you'll have a way of following up in an automated manner. There's also that. There's all sorts of little tricks. But the most important thing is to get started with the best squeeze page that you can get. Use what's already known to be an effective template. Take your time to create really superb content. Get a little short-term coaching to verify your work, to optimize your work, and create that A+ squeeze page right off the bat. Then using traffic that comes to it through your social media, pay-per-click, Google, you test, right? Make a small change, see if that improves results after you've tested with enough people, real people. Keep the result if conversions improve. If conversions don't improve, lose that change, try something else. But it's a work in progress, and there will come the point when you won't need to touch your squeeze page anymore. And it's great because, once again, it'll be working for you as your company's salesperson when you're not even there. So this is what Nicole has done. Super proud of her, and it's your turn now. Okay, so let's get onto that squeeze page. And if you need to study a few more, go back, study mine. Remember what the common denominators are that create a winning squeeze page, and get that template up and start creating that content. Let's do this.